Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, August 28th, 2024. I hope all you guys found all your comic books in your cubby, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you. However you guys get your comics, I hope you found all the comics you were looking for this week. I know I did here in the loud, mysterious black bag. As usual, before we get into it, do want to point out, it'd be nice if you like, comment, subscribe. Got a bunch of awesome deals going on. Click the Instagram links below, and go check out my my video that I posted this last week about the new collection. All right, guys. With that being said, let's go ahead and get dived into the loud, mysterious black bag. Loud and mysterious. Hopefully, loud enough this week. All right, guys. First up in my number, so I got 5 books this week. As usual, I've read them and listed them in order from least favorite to favorite, and we'll start in the number 5 spot here with Batman Detective Comics. I don't know if this is the last one. Like, it read to me like there was maybe one more issue by Ram V. I thought I heard somebody say it was the last issue by V. Maybe, I don't know. But I can't say I loved this one either. Like, the art was, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just like, I want Batman to be the Batman, you know what I'm saying, that I know. And this is like super gothic Batman. Like, he comes in all hard, and you know, I'm not spoiling anything. It's just he comes in like a like Dark Knight Batman kind of, and with what's gone on with him in this storyline, that's kind of how what they're trying to, I feel like, set up there. Or I don't know, guys. This is not for me. This is not my jam. I was just kind of like, I read through it, and like the writing in some of the spots was good, but character motivations felt kind of like all over the place. And the only like saving grace for the book for me was kind of at the end. There seemed to be like, and sort of what things that happened in this book did kind of, like, if this was the only one you read and you picked this up, you would think this run or this, you know, had been super fast-paced, exciting action, because there's a lot of action in this book. Just the art's not my favorite, so, you know, action, but not really drawn my style. Like, because there's nothing wrong with the art. I don't want to hate on the artist. It is not about that. It's not like terribly drawn stuff. It's just a very stylistic take that's kind of, like I said, this whole Ram V run has had this kind of an artsy take, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool art, but for me, it doesn't fit Batman. So I don't know. That's what I have on that. If you're liking it, you know what I'm saying, that's super awesome. I'm not trying to be the Debbie Downer. In my number 4 spot, I've got X-Force number 2, and this one I also wasn't super impressed with. Guys, you know, and I don't talk about this stuff, or haven't in the past, but I think I'm gonna open this up a little bit more too, to talking about what I think's gonna happen and stuff like that. Like, this title's not going. I think this one's going to get the axe at like 10 or 12. 10, 11, 12, like somewhere around there. This one's just, it's not it, man. In this issue, you know, we went to Wakanda. It's no spoiler. It's there on the cover and everything. We went to Wakanda, and it was very, very a magic-oriented episode of an X-Force TV show with, you know, I don't even feel like it's really Forge. Like, that's another issue I'm having, is Forge doesn't feel like Forge. He sort of feels like Doctor Strange or something. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'd be curious if anybody else is reading this. If you kind of had that take too, let me know in the comments below. We're going to move on to the number 3 book here. I have Amazing Spider-Man 56, Legacy number 950. And we're going to continue the trend of, like, I kind of gave this a thumbs down, man. Like, I don't know, dudes. I think one thing I gotta say is, like, I did really appreciate at the initial kind of reveal of this Amazing Spider-Man run, some old school John Romita art and stuff, but God, it is not serving this story well right now, guys. And I felt like, you know, from, yeah, I hate being Debbie Downer these days, man, but I feel like John Romita Jr. in the beginning of this run was actually better than John Romita Jr. at this point in the run. I like, the workload's got to be a lot. These panels feel rushed. Some of the facial expressions are janky. Like, guys. And Zeb Wells hasn't really been going too much at anywhere. You know, we get back in this issue to, I feel like maybe like his throughput storyline for his run here, and it's not terrible. I've always loved a down to earth Spidey, and so, like, on the front of what he's doing with the bad guys and stuff like that, and how he's setting up Spider-Man to do things in trying to fight the bad guys, and that's all good. That's all been good. It's the side characters and how Peter Parker interacts with his side characters that for me has kind of been a struggle. And this issue has more of that, where Robbie Reyes and Spider-Man or Peter are, you know, talking, and it was just very slow and I don't know, man. Like, they're setting up some stuff going on with Robbie that I don't even understand the character motivations at all at this point, and I kind of feel like he's almost like ruined Robbie Reyes as a character, or at least, you know, I'm sure, you know, we can all forget that this run ever happened at some point, but at this point, why would Robbie Reyes be doing what he's doing makes no sense at all to me. And so that just adds on to the, you know, him and Mary Jane breaking up, and we get more of Paul in this issue, I think, than we do of Peter. And though I understand that, I get it, like, your run's ending, your time is coming up, like, you built this thing, now what are you gonna do? And maybe he's being told, you've got to tear this down. And so that might be what's happening. I don't even know. At this point, I don't know, honestly. I was very confused. We started building more backstory for Paul, who we never got backstory. We needed this backstory. I know I'm going on and on about it, but we needed this backstory like a year ago at this point. Or earlier. Number 2 spot, Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider #4. And here's where we move into a territory of thumbs up. I like these books. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider was really fun. There's like a mystery that's going on in this book as to why is she in the 616 universe, and that's actually kind of intriguing. But we don't know as readers either at this point. You know, Gwen's just hanging us along as well. We don't get any inner thoughts of why she's doing what, or you know what I'm saying, what's going on. And this cover is super cool. I love this cover. This is actually like a character that's not Gwen. It's the character she's been fighting who kind of can look like anyone he wants to. And some stuff's going on with that. And the other thing that I've really been loving about this run is the artwork. Like, the artwork on this is super awesome. Gwen's always very cool poses and super intricate art. Backgrounds are great. Facial, you know, the characters look like people, and expressions can help to kind of give you a feeling of emotion from that character, and I really appreciate that. Where, you know, I don't think I got that in the other 3 books that I reviewed this week. So I got to point that out this week. Number 2, super fun run. I actually recommend that run. I don't feel like it's going to make it too long. Not because it's not good, but just because I don't think a lot of people gave it a chance. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I have been hearing these are selling well, so hey, sweet. I did pick up the Campbell cover on this one. I rarely get variants, but I really like this Campbell cover. Thought it was beautiful. And the X-Men number 3 hits the number 1 spot. I don't really want to talk about what goes on in this book outside of if you're a Cyclops fan. Cyclops really kind of demonstrates why he's a leader in this issue, and that's super fun. Like, he's a very well understood character by the writer. And it's just a good run right now. I've really enjoyed this reboot of X-Men, to be honest with you guys. Especially, the Uncanny X-Men and X-Men, the 2 main titles. I think they're very solid right now, and I actually have honestly, I have high hopes for both of these runs going forward. I think we're gonna get a lot of cool stuff. It feels like X-Men back to the basics, like what I feel like we've been missing from X books for a long time is sort of a reason for them to be doing what they're doing, and kind of that Charles Xavier professor character that is motivated to do this for good reasons and wants humanity and the mutants to coexist in peaceful harmony. And that when that's the core of your X book, that's when X-Men really works, because it's just, I don't know, that's that dichotomy of real life to comic books where those people who have felt persecuted in their life for any reason, whether it by race, color, or creed, they can invest themselves in these characters who can stand as symbols for who they who they truly feel like they are, and the underrepresented. And those people are then fighting for equality and justice. And that's when X-Men works the best. And that's what we're getting from both of these runs. That's where Cyclops, the leader of this book's coming from, which that's why it hit the number 1 spot. It was just really well written. I love what's going on. I love the motivations of all the characters. It feels like the characters. And the same exact can be said for that Uncanny title, which I think we might be reviewing next week. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe. You guys know how to do it. As always, thanks for watching this far into the video. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.